The train whistle blowing in the back. Love it. Do you hear that, Dave Benjamin? So in this meditation this morning, I want to give meaning to the expression that I end with each of these simple sermons that I do. I say something like this, may you live all the days of your life. Well, you see, most of us rarely live. And I think it was Oscar Wilde who said, to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, and that is all. I'm not interested in just existing. I want to live life and live to the fullest, that full and abundant life that Christ talks about. And I think it was Emily Dickinson who said, to live is so startling, it leaves little room or little time for anything else. But most people don't live. They live either in the past or in the future and not in the present moment. So, depression. I thought maybe in the coming weeks I'd talk a little bit about depression. When it comes to depression, I have a PhD in misery, suffering, and depression. And I'm learning some things. And they're so simple and yet profound that keep helping me live every day of my life, or try to at least. So if you are, and when I say you, I'm preaching to me, but I'll say you here. If you are feeling depressed and full of regret, you are living in the past. If you are feeling depressed and worried and anxious, you are living in the future. If you are feeling at peace, you are living in the present moment. And that's the only thing that exists. You see, often when we are depressed, we ask, where is God? Where is this peace that passes understanding? Well, where is God? God isn't in the past. God isn't in the future. So, there's that whistle again, so to speak. God is the great I am in Exodus 3, verse 14, as he's chatting with Moses. I am the I am. I am has sent you. God is not I was, not I will be, but I am. So where is God? Where do we experience this peace that passes understanding? Not in the past, not a moment past, not a moment in the future, but right here, right now, in this moment, in this present moment. You see, the past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. Maybe that's why we don't experience God or God's peace, because we're living in the past or the future. So here's a phrase that comes to me as one of the secrets to overcome depression. It is to be present to the presence in the present moment. So I'll give an application question for you and for me as we go about this day and this week. It's a simple question to ask ourselves, where am I? And maybe we can even ask our partner, our spouse, our friend to ask us continually, where are you? And if we stop and pause and take a moment, we'll find that we're either in the past or we're in the future. We're either in regret, we're either in worry, and not experiencing that peace that passes understanding. So maybe a prayer that we can pray is, God, help me to be in this moment. Maybe we can use our misery and suffering and depression and sadness as a signal simply to come back to the moment. And I'm really curious what ways you find to come back to the moment and be in the present. I'd love, it doesn't really happen. People don't really, but I'd love to get a comment from you. What helps you come back to the moment? And in weeks to come, I'll talk about breath that can help us to do this work. So, there we go. Some thoughts on depression. Maybe I'll share more in the weeks to come. So here we go. And here comes the phrase. Hey, Britt?
Right? Ready?
Until next time, may you live all the days of your life.